That right there is the loving vibrations of whales. So the first card we have for March 1st, 2017. You know what to do, Archangel Ariel. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So this spring energy, this new dawn energy, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be embarking on new territory. It could be travel, it could be moving. It could be new territory in your relationship. But I feel that this new territory, it's been unexplored. So it's going to require you to truly trust your inner knowing. And the reason why I emphasize your inner knowing is because there may be people around you that may whisper things in your ear, things that make you question your inner knowing, make you doubt your decisions as being accurate, as being correct, as being the right path. But as we see Archangel Ariel here, he may be alone, but he has the confidence in his inner knowing that he's on the right path. So this is saying if you are looking for reassurance, if you're looking for validation that you are on the right path, Archangel Ariel is saying that only you can know. Because the target in which you seek to reach in your life, which is basically your unique individual happiness and joy and creativity, that is only you to discover. You have the map. You have the compass. My compass may be going this way, towards west. Your compass may be going towards east. Yours may be going towards south, or southwest. It is saying to trust your inner light. Trust that you're making the right decision with this new territory that you're embarking upon. And this new territory can mean many things. It's saying go where the energy is high. Because I'm looking at this yellow and I feel Archangel Ariel is saying go where the energy is high. And where the energy is high is where passion is where enthusiasm is. And underneath that enthusiasm, there sometimes can be underlining fear or change. And that change really brings that fear because it requires you this new territory. You know what to do when it comes to making a decision. It requires you, not anybody else around you, but you, to overcome that fear, to walk forward into the change. Because this is an era, 20th century is an era of reinvention, reestablishment. You can say destruction of the old so that a new foundation can be born. As the soil is a little bit spoiled. So how can we grow in spoiled soil? We can't. So what do? We kind of purge out the spoiled soil and we allow nature to regenerate itself, because nature will always find a way to regenerate and to purify the soil. So these intentions you're setting with these new moon, we had a new moon and this full moon that's coming up, and the eclipse energy especially, sometimes we plant seeds in spoiled soil. And what I mean by spoiled soil, sometimes we are very hard on ourselves. And what we believe we can achieve sometimes isn't a part of our greatest dream. Our dream that is untainted by our fears, by our childhood, by that inner voice that says you're not good enough. So the energy, especially of this moon energy, I feel, and the angelic energy, even when you dream, even when you meditate, the soil is purifying, it's regenerating. This spoiled soil is clearing away. As imagine, when we have soil and we have war or violence on top of this soil, which can be inside of yourself, through you battling at yourself by being very hard on yourself, very, very hard on yourself, that can taint the soil. So, when we heal ourselves, when we just simply, it's a simple act of, what to do, saying, I trust myself, even when people around you are maybe questioning your decisions, making you feel like, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I'm not good at this, maybe I actually do suck. That creates spoiled soil. So to regenerate the soil, to plant a seed so the seed can actually grow to its fullest potential, you have to trust your inner knowing, because that inner knowing will burn away any of that spoiled, tainted energy, soil inside of your heart. So our intentions, the angels are saying, our intentions become clear when we allow ourselves to make decisions that are from our energy, from what we feel is right to do. So the next card we have is creative writing. So Archangel Gabriel says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen, an article or book. So the spring energy is bringing abundance of automatic writing, channeled writing. For those of you who are writing a book or who have a blog, or just document your creative thoughts on paper, saying the energies. There's so many messages that want to come through right now. It's just interesting. It's like all at once the spirit guides are talking to me. Some of you guys, when it comes to your writing, it's very eye-opening. It's going to be very eye-opening for others. And I feel that writing itself is going to transform. The whole format of writing when it comes to novel writing is going to be changing. We have good versus evil. I feel like that is going to completely, that format that we've seen countless times again and again is going to really transform. The reason why they're mentioning this is because some of you guys out there are wanting to, I just feel like you guys are wanting to put something down, put something intangible, because this doesn't necessarily have to be of an automatic writing. It could be something that is tangible you're trying to put into this world that we mentioned about the soil. But they're saying to trust this unorthodox approach, to trust this peculiarness you have, because some of you guys are more looking for the outside of reassurance that this is what you're supposed to be doing. But like they mentioned about the very format of writing itself is going to transform. So in order to really be in alignment with the collective consciousness, to appeal to the collective consciousness, if you really would like this to be victorious, you got to be ahead of the curve. You got to be ahead of the trend. And the only way you're ahead of the trend, because the collective consciousness within all of us is always ahead of the trend, because our soul's energy is that ahead of the trend. Our soul's energy is what is like pulling us, our mental construct, forward. So they're saying to trust this peculiar approach that you're trying to pursue. It could be many things, not just writing. It could even be in business. It could even be this territory I mentioned about even moving or a house or anything that you're feeling guided to do, they're saying to run with this. Because automatic writing and this creative energy, this creative flow with this spring energy, it's only really, I feel like it's only going to really get recognized by, you could say, this collective consciousness or your geographic region or internationally, is if it's coming purely from that advanced, wise, head of the trend, head of the curve sort of self. Because everything that's happening right now, even when it comes to writing, novel writing, when it comes to music, businesses, the formats in which we orchestrate things today, that is really shaky right now. I don't know why, but it's very shaky. Meaning people are very uninterested. They're getting uninterested. They're getting kind of bored with it. So if you're doing something that is in that energy, it's not going to be victorious. It's not going to really spread out internationally. Really going to grab the attention, because the shakiness of this energy, like I've mentioned, the same format that a lot of people keep trying to spill out, the same format. It's song writing, dance, filmmaking, business, even in corporations, institutions, that same format that just keeps putting out. It's one day it's just no longer going to work at all. Like, just no longer going to work. So if you're doing something that's a part of that, I would recommend really trusting this unorthodox approach you have going on, because a lot of these formats, like I said, it's really it's really going to be going a different direction, and people are going to bring a lot of awareness to the changes that need to happen. So if you're one of those businesses that is kind of doing that because you want to get people interested, okay? For example, when it comes to businesses, a lot of people follow the format that the other individuals in businesses around them have done, because it works for all of those around me. When it comes to novel writing, it comes to filmmaking, it comes to any form of creativity. And I feel like you may do that because you want to for sure go. You want to for sure that I'm going to attract clients, or I want to for sure that this is going to be solid, this is going to work. And it may work. You may find yourself with this format that everybody else is kind of doing, like the same thing. Yeah, you may find in the beginning that there's going to be a victorious, but in the longevity, there's going to come this like decline in this format of the way of putting things out. If, for example, country music, that is going to decline. That's that format that keeps being kind of shoved in people's faces is going to be declining. So with country music, for example, those individuals who are nowhere connected to their advanced, you could say, futuristic self, their head of the trend self, they're not going to be able to know what to do when that decline goes down and people are very just uninterested and bored and no longer wanting to participate or buy that music. So they're saying with the angels, when you are ahead of the trend, when you're connected with your futuristic self, which is your futuristic intelligence, which is just your advanced wisdom, you are able, and when things decline, when the format of business, even country music, for example, when that declines and that no longer is appealing, you instantly know how to adapt. You instantly know what the collective consciousness is looking for. Because when things die out, as sometimes things do die out, for example, jazz music is kind of dying out, there's always an energy that kind of is born from that. As you know, we all know, a lot of things are born from like jazz music, from the more the decline of it. So if you want to be that individual who is not the decline, but the rebirth, you have to be ahead of the trend. Because a lot of individuals, for example, country artists, we'll just go with this, when that format eventually dies down, those individuals are going to be the ones who are going to be dying down with it. So they're only going to be remembered for being alive during a period when the energy was kind of dying down. But those who are actually truly remembered, okay, for being more of a revolutionary, more of a change maker, kind of like a Michael Jackson energy, lighthearted, just something that is uplifting, is those who, during the decline or the deletion, I said deletion, I don't think that's a word, those who are coming up, the rebirth, taking this old format that is just blah, that people just throw out to just make quick money or throw out because people right now are interested. Those are the people, the rebirth out of that, the something new is going to be that tall flower. And that tall flower amongst, you could say, the flowers that you may say little shorter flowers is going to be the brightest. It's going to get the most recognition. So I think that is what the guides are saying by that card. And then the last card we have is All Is Well, Archangel Jamiel. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings you will soon understand. So this is saying to not be hard on yourself, to not continue to push yourself, okay, is to take one thing at a time, and don't get in the mentality of the energy when I get my destination, and then I can really relax. Because we are conditioned to look ahead, We start kindergarten so we can get to first grade, elementary school so we can get to middle school so we can get to high school, eventually we can get to college, and as you can see, it's an ever-ending, I want this, I want that, like you're constantly climbing a ladder. But what that does is it puts you in the mindset of here and now is just not the good place to be in, but over there, 6th grade is no good, 7th grade is good, 7th grade, that's not good, 9th grade. So as you see, that's an energy of just unfulfilled, looking for this to be fulfilled, looking for that as an adventure, looking for this as excitement, as an opportunity to be more alive. So it's saying all is well, be more alive here and now. Be that golden light here and now. And then the card that popped out was Gifts from God. So be open and receptive. Don't be tunneled vision. Know that this is going to come in many forms, and it's not going to be what you expect. So those who have been really cracking their heart open are going to be prepared, and that's why we crack open our heart, is so that we're prepared for the unexpected, so that we don't turn away because it's not in alignment with our expectations. For example, a lot of times 6th grade, we look forward to 7th grade, but then 7th grade isn't really what we want it to be. It's not reaching our expectations, so what we do is like, I don't really think 7th grade is going to be fun, but I'm going to look forward to 9th grade now. And as you see, that's a habitual kind of pattern mindset that doesn't really help you to be lively, enthusiastic, and passionate when we create these high expectations, and then things come about in our life that don't reach it, and all of a sudden we're very hard on ourselves. We think that our life is like not going well, but it's saying when you just clear your mind, crack open your heart, be open to the gifts in which form they take, you'll have a life that you'll be more grateful, you'll be more appreciative, because you'll start recognizing that even the simplest things is like discovering that, I'm going to go take a trip to the beach. That can be something that brings you great joy, can be something that is a gift. So it's rewiring your mind in association to what a gift is and the form in which it takes. So that gifts are happening or given to you because you have to be open for these gifts to come to you. So by being open is by allowing the energy around you to be spontaneous, allowing your energy to groove and dance with this energy that is all around you now, in a receptivity, in a heart's open space, so that these gifts can come in whatever form, and you're grateful and you're appreciative. You're not nitpicking at it. You're not being anal about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed March 1st, 2017 Oracle reading. So I wish you all a wonderful and blessed day. Namaste.